What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Today, before I start, I'd like to show you guys some videos and some pictures. How many of you have heard or seen this beautiful lady before? Her name is Ayumi Hamasaki. She is a famous Japanese singer and she is known as the Queen of Pop. Actually, her most heated time could be traced back to 2000. She could sing and dance quite well, and apart from these, she also has a nice face and a nice body shape. That's why, even if the way she dressed was imitated by many girls, especially the younger ones. She won so many awards and she has so many nice songs. That's why she is not only famous in Japan, but also around Asia. She is not only the queen of pop, but also a queen of the fashion. So, what happened to this lady? In 2025, November, the last week, she flew from Japan to Shanghai because she will be there for her personal concert. And she arrived a couple of days before that because the team needed rehearsal. However, just a day before the show starts, actually within 24 hours, she was told that her concert needed to be canceled. This is the official document from the government. So, why did the government decide to cancel her show? The first reason is that because she is a very popular singer, that's why many people will come to Shanghai for her. So when people are gathering and if there are crowds, then dictators will be afraid. Suppose some people in the crowds will say, let's beat the government, let's fight against all the evil groups. Then that will be quite hard to control. That's why crowds gathering, these things are dictators which will be afraid of the most. Second reason is that Japan and China, these two countries are having big problems of the relationship because of their new president. The new president, she is also female, is quite friendly to the states. That's why Japan and the US will stand together and fight against evil China. That's why the government will use innocent concert, innocent audiences, and also the innocent singer to beat the government, showing that how strong we are. And actually, the government succeeded because many brainwashed people in China will say, oh my God, we're strong and Japan is weak. So the third reason is that because it's a country under dictatorship, that's why many things are unpredictable. People do not have voting system to select their leaders. That's why the leaders do not need to consider about people's thought before making decisions. Any bad things to happen. But what did Ayumi did? Let's see. Ayumi did not cancel the concert, so she went to the stadium, faced all the empty seats, and finished her show. Yes, she is not only being professional, but also she is using her behavior to teach us what real dignity is. So here is an article from our X, and I guess it's written by a Chinese audience. It's a very good article. I'd like to show you the original article, which is in Chinese, but when I read, I will briefly translate all of the things into English. Before, I didn't even know who this singer was. Till November the 28th, I received a push notification from social media app. Her Shanghai concert was canceled just 24 hours before the show started because of some reasons. At that time, I knew, oh, on this planet, there was such a good singer. And from that day, she became my strongest idol in my heart. Not because of her songs, not because of her signature voice, and not because she made so many memories for teenagers and younger ones, just because she used the most elegant way and punched those ridiculous people. So think about it. Hundreds of Chinese workers made the beautiful stage, and hundreds of Japanese team members came to Shanghai with their suitcases and also expectations. And over 10,000 audiences, some of them took leaves and some of them bought night bullet trains, and some people booked 5-star hotels just to see her for 3 hours. And how about the result? One day before, in the morning 10 o'clock, a piece of paper telling you that everything was canceled. If other singers, I think they will just post a thing from their social media app saying that, sorry, we will get your money refunded. And that's it. But she didn't do that. She was standing in the empty stadium with all the lights and stereo on from the beginning song, Evolution, to the last song. Non-stop, fully 3 hours. She is facing 10,000 empty seats. However, it feels like she was facing 10,000 VIPs. And later on, she said, I imagined everyone was sitting there. And just because of this sentence, almost over 10,000 audiences were crying in front of the screens. After singing, she recorded the whole process and also promised, after the China and Japan issues, I will make the video and send the video to all the audiences and do not need to be charged. It is not only about being professional, it's ego and dignity. Dignity for audiences and also dignity for herself. At that moment, many things and many people who would like to shame her was punched by her. So you think audiences will hate her? Sorry. All of the people who left their comments became her new fan. Many people, just like me, in our 40s, and we said goodbye to all the superstars a long time ago. However, we were still saying something good about her and also giving her likes. And we also stay up at night, just want to hear what she sang before 20 years ago. What is more, when the concert was canceled, on that day, she said on her Instagram, please pray for Hong Kong. Hong Kong is suffering from the big fire. And she also canceled all the red lights as well as the fire effects because she said, Hong Kong fans brought me so much love. I do not want to show them fire when they're still sad. So she is a gentle and soft person. However, she is extremely strong. She was treated in the rudest way. I really don't know who is really losing the face. Very early, there is another Japanese singer in Shanghai doing her show. However, the electricity was cut off and her microphone was taken away by someone else. She was pushed away from the stage. And now many people were still angry about that. These rude behavior, can you really use them and call Shanghai a very international place? Just because of the Japanese politics, and you use innocent singers, also singers' efforts as the way to express your anger. So the contract spirit is nothing. It has nothing to do with love the country. It's just like being a kid and being naive. So Ayumi Hamasaki used an empty seats concert to tell everyone, real strong person is while facing ridiculous things and events, he or she still has contract spirit. Now, 100% I became her fan because she made me see a person can be this elegant and can have so much dignity. So those people who are using the reasons to cancel the show, they will never learn this during their life. I was lucky. By the end of 2025, just because of a canceled concert, I knew this person. And also, I knew what real dignity was. So it's a very nice article. I hope you enjoyed today's show. And do me a favor. First is pray for Hong Kong. And second is please go to her Instagram and give her some likes. Thank you guys so much for coming. And I will see you soon in my next show.